Hi, and welcome to Total Strength. My name is Maureen. Total Strength is a toe to head total body workout. I have a few sets of weights today. I have a heavy, medium, and light for me today. Also, that's what I'm working with what I have available, which is what you should do as well. So hopefully you have a few options for weights, but if you don't, kind of the rule of thumb is that the form and execution comes before adding intensity, in this case adding heavier weight. So anything that we're doing, if the weight is too heavy for that exercise, that the weight that you have available is too heavy, you're going to drop that weight down and go through the exercise using good form and execution. And if you have lighter weights and they're too light for what we're doing, or you feel like you want to do a little more, you can add a little extra to the work that you do. I also have a mat and some water. We're going to get started with our warm-up, and warm-up is a really good time to check in with your body and see what it is that your body is asking of you today. Check in and see what you have access to today. Every day is going to be different. Let's just start by taking a breath in, coming into kind of a good squat position, reaching back, keeping my toes back away from going over keeping my knees, from going over my toes. So I'm reaching back as I come down, bring my arms up overhead and release. Let's do that again. Coming down into a squat, reaching up and pushing out. Let's do that one more time. Watch what I'm doing with the arms. I'm reaching up, shoulders come down, and I'm opening up at the shoulders. Let's march it out. While we are marching, let's reset our shoulders. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's bring it out a little bit wider. And we're going to swing in front right here, side to side, and tap the toes. Add rotation at the hips. So loosening up all of our joints. All right, one more, side to side. Then reach up and over, stretching through the side of the body. All right, same tap. Now bring the arms in front, alternating arms, lifting in front through the shoulder. A couple more. Now arms in, legs in. So stepping feet in as you swing your arms side to side. Four more, 4, 3, 2, toe tap and back, tap behind. I'm hinging just a little bit forward. Now press arms behind you. So waking up the triceps, open up the back of the body. Change this to a hamstring curl, pull. So kick your rear as you lift your foot up and alternate side to side. Come back to that arm pull down. Thinking about driving your elbows toward your bottom of the rib cage. We got 4, 3, 2, last set right here. Then march it out. All right, we're gonna bring one leg up, lift, other leg, lift. So we're getting a little balance challenge, thinking about engaging at the core, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, pause right here. We're gonna roll through the hips, loosening up the hip joints. As you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, other direction. Roll through each hip joint. All right, bring legs together, knees together, feet together. Glide down, roll through your knees. Now you know what I'm doing. Find a spot you can look at on the floor that's slightly down and ahead so that you keep your head and neck in alignment, reverse direction. So the main thing that we're moving through here actually, while we're pushing our knees around, is the ankle joint. All right, let's pause right here. Little balance challenge as we loosen up at the ankle a little bit more. Shift your weight into one side. You have a soft knee. Leg comes up and you're going to rotate through the ankle. That standing leg is not locked. There's a soft bend in the knee and reverse. All right, hold here, lift up and come back. Lift up and come back. So holding the stability, core is holding you up. We're just loosening up a little more through the hip joint and starting to activate our glute muscles. Let's shake that out. Other side, and please don't hold your breath. It's really easy on those to get into holding your breath. Shift your weight into this other leg. Knee is soft, leg comes up, and rotate through the ankle. So engage the core in order to support your balance and reverse. Shoulders stay down. All right, this leg comes forward and back. So it's a balance challenge, it's a hip opener, and a glute activator, all in one. All right, let's set that foot down, step out a little bit wider, drop down just slightly. So you're not in a squat, you're not in a plie, you just have soft knees, a little bit more than soft. Arms come up, goal post arms. Be like you're grabbing something and pulling it down. We're gonna all imagine that we have a band, like an exercise band, and you are opening up the shoulder blades. And as you come down, squeeze your shoulder blades together and drive your elbows toward the bottoms of your rib cage. As you're doing this, blow out. So now everybody's getting an idea of what it's like to use our own body weight to do strength training if we don't have weights. All right, we're gonna pause here. Hold everything open. Open out and come back in, out and in. So try not to pop the chest forward. Just open up at the shoulders and push behind. We're just gonna wake up the back of the upper shoulder. All right, bring it back in, hold and pulse right here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and stack the hands. Push out, bring the chin to the chest, and release. All right, let's grab. It's kind of dry in this room that I'm in, so I'm gonna quick grab some water. We're gonna grab the heaviest weights that you have, and we're gonna do some squats that are weighted, just adding a little more tension and a little more challenge. So for me today, I have the biggest weights that I have in here are my 12 pounds. So I'm gonna take these weights, I'm gonna first step into my setup position. My feet are a little bit past the hips. Knees are soft. I'm gonna bring the weights up to the shoulders and hold right here. So you can have your arms out just a little bit, hold up at the top, and you can decide to have no weights. All right, that weight is gonna add a little more challenge to your squats. Here's what I want you to watch. You're so initiating at the hips and reaching your butt back, and watch so that you're not anteriorly tilting up, so you're not arching your back. Hold your pelvis stable as you come down and up. So feel how that's a little more challenging to do a squat with weights on the shoulders. All right, we're gonna do a set here. Watch those knees. Try to keep them stable. If your knees wanna go in, you can roll your feet out a little bit to the edges. And as you are coming up, squeeze your glutes. Nice and slow movement here. All right, we got 5, 4, 3, last 2, last one. On that last one, hold it and pulse it. Really let those legs work with that little bit of extra weight. We got 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it up. Let's bring those weights down. Moving up the body, taking a turn on the arms. So still heavy weights if you have them. We're gonna do hammerhead curls. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Bicep curl in hammerhead. So nice and slow, slow up and slow down. So watch at the top. As you come up here, try not to touch. Stay out a little bit so you stay in contraction. All the way up, all the way down. All right, let's get it in. Here we go. Up, slow down. Lift slow, down slow. Control it. You're going to have to really engage the core to get this going all the way up and all the way down without swinging, especially if you have heavier weights. And blow it out. Right there. Okay, let's do 4 more. 3, blow your air out. 2, and here comes that last one right here, but stop, halfway hold and pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And we're going to hang on to our heaviest weights. So I'm going to come back on down to the lower body. We're going to do a form of deadlift. We're going to bring our feet together, touching, legs touching. Heavy weights in front. Knees are soft, back is flat, head and neck in alignment. We're going to come down, resist when you're down here, resist coming into a little squat, resist bending the knees. Keep the legs straight, they just have a slight bend in them. Then using the glutes and the hamstrings, lift yourself up. So we got gravity bringing you down, and then glutes and hamstrings bringing you up. Every time you're down, your back is flat. So here's the next thing. As you come down, lift your shoulders so you have that flat back right here. All right, we're gonna do our set. Lift, squeeze through the glutes. Blow your air out at the top. Now, you know what I'm doing. So bring that alignment to your head and neck. All right, let's do a few more. How about 6 right there? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and release. We are going to do one more thing with these heavy weights. You're going to step out wide. Toes are forward and then externally rotate. So your toes are out and you're rotated at the hips. We're going to come down into a plie, flat back, and lift up. So these weights are going to come in front. You're going to come down, low down, drop, and pick it up. Now, if you cannot come down and pick up those weights without rounding the back, then what you're going to do is just set up the weights so that you can tap them rather than pick them up. These ones won't do this. So you're going to just come down, fingers coming down toward the weights, and come back up. If you can go all the way down with a flat back and reach those weights and lift them up, go ahead and do that. All right, here comes our set. We're coming down, drop, lift, down, lift them up, pull them up through the legs. As you are coming up, that back stays flat. So resist that urge to round. Really lift up through the legs. All right, let's do our set right here. We're going to do a set of 10. And a set is picking them up and dropping them down as you come up in between. So this is number 2. Nice and slow, controlled. Hips are working, inner leg and core. All right, this is number 4. Did I say 10? So we got 6 more to go. All right, I think I said 10. Sometimes doing it all and counting it all, you kind of lose track. All right, 5 more. Nice and slow. Now you know what I'm doing. Bring your head and neck in alignment. We got 4 more coming up. Here's 4. Coming down 2, 3. And we got 2 more sets. We're really gonna feel it in here. See it through. Strong, controlled, slow, all the way to the end. This is our last one. Bring it down, set it down, lift up, and shake it out. Hopefully you weren't holding your breath, but if you were, Blow your air out. Let's grab some water. All right, we are gonna work the upper body again. So we're gonna do some flies. And first set of rows. So I'm gonna get my big weights out of the way for now, and I'm gonna grab my medium weights. You decide what works for you once you see what we're doing with this fly. We're gonna have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Toes are forward, hips are squared, and hinge. So this back knee is sort of soft, hinge forward, flat back, head and neck in alignment, and then we open and close. Here's the thing. A lot of times what I see when I'm in person with people and we're doing flies, which is back here and squeezing a pencil at the spine, they come up too high. So they're either here or even up here. Once you're up here and you're doing that movement, now you're working the deltoids. And we want to do a fly. So you want that hinge. You have to really engage the core to support that movement. All right, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, arms are down. Then open out and bring it in. Blow your air out. Right there. Bring your head and neck in alignment. And we got 8 more. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Almost there. Just 2 more to go. 2. Here's our last one. Right there. And bring it up. Hang on to those weights. Shake your legs out. We are going to come down into a squat and an overhead press. That's our in-between doing another set of flies. So come down into that squat, holding on to these weights, then push up overhead. Again, down 2, push up 2. Remember that good squat. Your butt is going back. You're initiating at the hips, and you're keeping your heart out straight ahead. All right, good posture, good head and neck alignment. We're gonna do a few more like this. Here comes that last one. We're gonna come up and hold it up right here. Drop the shoulders down. We're gonna do triceps. So if you want, you can have that split stance position, and we're gonna come down and push. Elbows stay facing forward. Blow your air out at the top. One more thing to watch. One of the things I see sometimes is people here stand up nice and tall. All right, we got 4, 3, 2. Here comes our last one. Hold it right here. We're halfway. Pulse it out. We do 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And bring it down. All right. Shake everything out. Roll things out. If you're holding your breath in any way, release that air. Other foot forward, other foot back. Second set of flies. Toes forward, hips squared, flat back. This knee is nice and soft. Arms come down and open out. Remember, you need to have that hinge for it to be a fly. We're halfway there. We have 6 more. 5. Just 2 more. 2. Here comes our last one. And bring it up. All right, this time we are going to do overhead press without that squat. So just hold here, soft knees. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Weights come to the shoulders. Press straight up and come back down. It's a different feel than when you have that squat in there. When you have that squat mixed in there, you get a little bit of extra power help from the lower body. Blow your air out as you push up overhead. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here comes that last one. Right there. Drop it down. Hold it right here. Come in, push out. In, tap the shoulder, push out. In, push, push. A little more shoulder work. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Right there. Let's bring it down. Set those weights down and grab some water. All right, we are going to do some reverse wood choppers. We're going to grab our heaviest weight. It's going to be full body workout. We got legs, abs, some shoulder. Let's first release our shoulders. So here's what I want you to do. Step out wide, hinge forward, bring your arms down, and let your arms rotate in their sockets. And then reverse. And then come back up. We're going to grab one weight. We're going to hold it at the end. And we're going to swing it up to the side. So you start in a wide stance position. That weight comes down to the side of your knee, but you make sure that you're not hitting your knee. Using your torso, you lift up and you're up at an angle. The thing is, in that position, or to get up to that position with this heavier weight, you're using momentum. That momentum is coming from the legs, coming from the core. Check in with those toes, make sure you're not gripping, and breathe out as you lift. Let's do that first set to this side, working that core. As you come down, drop down to a little squat and push up, thrusting through your legs, lift. Add rotation, add those legs. All right, 2 more. 2, and last one, let it come down. If you really got that momentum going, when you come down, it's gonna swing. Let's hit that other side. So let's first check out that path that we're bringing it. Bring it down past the knee, then lift up and come back down. So that's your path. Every time you're getting ready to swing, come down low and use that momentum to get that weight up and out to the side. Let's go. You got this. Using momentum and power to work your core, work your quads, work your glutes. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. See how that swing wants to keep going. Let's set that down. Take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, a little more leg. Grab my water. And we are going to do a set of reverse lunges with a knee lift. So this time we've been doing a lot of more heavier weights today. So we're going to have no weights this time, only body weight. What we're going to do is we're going to step back into a reverse lunge. We're going to pulse, 2, 3, come up with the knee slow, come back and pulse, 2, 3, knee, back, pulse, 2, 3, lift that knee up straight, pulse, 2, 3, knee up, pulse, 2, 3, lift. Keep it going. That back knee is driving down toward the floor. Lift. You are using your abs to stabilize. You got that stable leg right here. Lift. Every time you lift, watch that momentum. It's a lift, not a drive. 1 more. Lift and bring it down. Let's shake it out. Other side. Other leg is forward. Other leg comes back into that reverse lunge. Pulse, 2, 3, and lift. So making sure that that lift is controlled. You're getting that hip engagement. And you blow your air out at the top. That back knee is driving straight down. Let's keep it going. All right. Blow your air out every time you're at the top. And see how at the top you're holding for a second. So we get a little balance challenge in there. 2 more. Lift, last one. Lift and shake it out. Let's roll through the hips. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Reverse. All right, let's shake everything out. Round 2 of biceps. I need to grab some water. And then we're going to come down onto our mat. So round 2, heavy weights or bicep weights, whatever works for you. This time, we are going to do that front lift. So step out wide, knees are soft, shoulders come up, back and down, palms are forward. Get that neutral wrist. So you don't want to be back here, you don't want to be here, it's neutral. And that contraction comes through the bicep. All right, let's go. Up and down. We're going to do this a little bit faster. What I want you to think about is controlling that swing, especially if you have heavier weights. It's really easy to get into swinging like that. Have everything come from that contraction. All right. Almost to the countdown. Blow your air out right there. Let's do 4 more. We got 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's bring it down. Let's set these weights so that they're handy for us when we are coming down to the mat. Let's open up. Thumbs are up. Roll the thumbs forward, then all the way around to the back and push back. Getting a release through the biceps and push forward. Fingertips down, palms are forward, and release. All right, one last thing standing before we head down to the mat. Step out wide, right here. We are gonna do a series of shoulders, but no weights. All right, we're gonna do deltoid right here. This is a good chance to really get this form down. Here's number 1. I'm at a 90-degree angle. I have no bend in my wrist, and I'm leading with that whole arm coming up in one unit. So I'm not lifting up my elbows. I'm not lifting here. It's straight up and straight back down. You need a little more. You straighten out the lever, straighten out the arm, but watch the hands. You're not lifting way up here. You're just down here. All right. We're going to add some pulses. This is where it gets a little bit harder. And we start burning things out. Lift up and pulse right here. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold right here. Come in at that 90-degree angle. So everybody's at that starting point that I first demonstrated. We're going to come up, and down. So coming to goal post and then bringing your hands down as though they are being placed on top of a counter. All this movement is coming through that shoulder mobility. Don't hold your breath. Blow your air out. All right, let's do 4 more. 3, 2, keep everything moving as we change what we do. Push up, squeeze down. Up, elbows squeezing to the rib cage. Open the chest, but don't pop out. Keep it going. Squeezing at the upper back. Blow your air out right there. All right, we're gonna pulse, adding time under tension right here. We're gonna pulse, 2, 3, lift, down, 2, 3, lift, pull, 2, 3, lift, pull, 2, 3, 2 more sets, 2, 3, lift, last one, and come back right here. Lift up here, squeeze in and out. Shoulders stay down, away from the ears. Coming in only as far as you can while still maintaining good form. I'm guessing that at this point, your shoulders are getting tired. Blow your air out. If you start losing form, take a break. All right, let's bring it in and pulse it. Right here, squeeze in the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring their arms as close together as you can, then lift up and down. So you can be here. I'll be out here so that my face isn't hiding. And you lift and lower, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears so you're not lifting up through the shoulders and moving the arms through their range of motion. All right, pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and bring it down. Swimming arms. And reverse. Beautiful work. All right, hinge forward and let your arms dangle in their sockets again. Reverse. And let's come down to the mat. All right, we are going to do weighted bridges. So it's going to work our glutes, our core, a little bit of hamstring. And so what I'm going to have handy with me is a heavy weight, but we're also going to do some core work down here. So make sure your weights are handy and join me down here on the floor. Let me quick grab some water. I'm going to grab one heavy weight. It's going to go right on the lower part of the abs or right near the pelvis. So let's set it up. Let's first come down in a C curve. So let's bring our heels to the floor. My knees are in line with the hips. I tuck everything in, so lower back lengthens, navel to the spine, and rolled all the way down right here and lay it down. Now I'm going to bring my feet in line with the hips. They're flat on the floor, and I'm going to grab my weight. I'm going to bring it right here at the pelvis and hold here, just adding a little weighted work. If you are new to bridges or you're new to this class, then do this perhaps without the weight. And I'm not putting the entire weight in. I'm actually using my hands to support it so it's not totally coming into my body, just adding a little more tension. All right, check in with the lower spine. You don't want an arch, you want to be neutral. And keep those hips stable. Take a breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, tuck the pelvis up and lift and hold right here. Just hold, hold, hold. We're going to roll back down, one vertebra at a time, and then pause. Lift up again. Push through the pelvis up toward the ceiling and hold. 2, 3, roll it back down. Every time we're lifting up, we're squeezing through the glutes. Again, pelvis up toward the ceiling, hold right here. Now hold this. This is going to look a little funny, but it's really good for the glutes. You're going to squeeze your glutes and do that lift, pushing against the weight. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and hold it right here. Take a breath in through the nose. And as you release your breath, roll down one vertebra at a time. The tailbone is the last thing to come down, and release. If you had that weight, just take it off, set it aside, and let's stretch out. Take a breath in through the nose, stretch out the feet, heels to one end of the room, fingertips to the other, and release. All right, we've got another set of triceps to do. So I'm grabbing my medium weights. I guess I got to sit up for that. So I'm going to grab my medium weights. We're going to do some skull crusher tricep push-ups, or not push-ups, tricep kickbacks kind of thing. All right, so I have my weights right next to me, kind of at forearm level, and I'm coming back again. Feet are flat on the floor and in line with the hips. Grab those weights. I'm right here. I got the triceps down. Come up, forearms here. Check in with the pelvis. Engage the core. Stabilize and push straight up. Hold this stable pelvic position right here. You're going to bring the weights down past the ears. Keep the elbows in the same place and push up. As you're pushing up, blow your air out. Get a little work through the abs. right there. All right, we're gonna add a little challenge. We're gonna come up halfway and pulse. 2, 3, bring it all the way up and bring it back down. Lift it up and pulse. 2, 3, push up all the way, bring it back down. Come up again, pulse. 2, 3, push up, come all the way down, then come halfway, pulse it here. Pulse, 2, 3, lift, down, halfway up and pulse it. Up, bring it back down. 3, 2, 1, lift, all the way down. Couple more like this. Lift and down. One more time, pulse it. Push it up, all the way down, single it out. So now that they're a little fatigued, let's do one last set. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, here comes that last one, and release. Hold up here, drop the triceps down, and release. Set those weights down. Stretch out your arms, and release. All right, we are gonna do a little bit of ab work, so you can push those weights aside. Stretch out your arms, and stretch out your legs. All right, we're gonna lift one hand toward opposite foot and then other hand. So alternating side to side. Breathe in, blow your air out. Breathe in and blow your air out. You are so strong. We're gonna come up and pulse, 2, 3, come back down, pulse, 2, 3, down, pulse, 2, 3, down. A couple more. One each side. Last one. And release, stretch everything out. Flex the feet, stretch through the fingers. Breath in through the nose and release. All right, we're gonna bring our arms in. We're gonna bring one knee in, tabletop, other knee, reverse tabletop, knees over hips. We're gonna lift up, lifting up through the chest, fingertips at the base of the skull. We're gonna do bicycles. Nice and slow though. Every time coming back to this reverse tabletop position. Pull that leg out. Elbows stay out. Four more here. 4, 3, 2. Last set. Now speed it up a little bit faster. Just 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last set. And bring it in. Stretch it out. Take a breath in through the nose. And release. All right, just a little more. We are going to come up and roll over. We got our super friends to do. Flip over onto your belly. And we reach our toes to one end of the room, fingertips to the other, and looking straight down. Lift the feet up, lift the arms up, hold here, then come back down. Let's do that again. Up, hold, come back down. Again, lift up, hold, come back down. A couple more. Up, hold, come back down. One more. Up, hold. Now hold here and swim. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your navel to the spine. 2. Last one. Bring your hands to the side and push yourself back into child's pose. Take a breath in through the nose and release. Come into tabletop position. Hold right here. We have our knees in line with the wrists. Fingers are wide. Tuck the navel to the spine and reach up. Chin to the chest, nice big rounding. And come to flat back. And then arch and look up if you can. Come back to flat back, round through. Come back to flat back. Lift up and round through. And come back and round the back. One more time. Flat back. Lift up and round through. And then come back to the center. And release. We are going to do just a couple more movements for the core. We're going to come out into a plank. So one leg out, then the other leg out, and just hold here. Engage the abs. We're going to bring one knee in and hold, and release. Come on back. Other knee hold. You can stay in this position and lift up one leg at a time. We're just going to keep alternating through. We got hold, bring it back again, hold, and back. 2 more sets. That little pause really engages the abs. Last one. Hold, come back, drop down, and come into a child's pose. And release. All right, we're going to come up to seated. Keep the fronts of your feet down on the floor. Push yourself up and sit back on your heels so that you get a little bit of a stretch through the fronts of the feet. Then take those feet, roll your toes under and push back. So now you're getting a little bit of a stretch through the calves. Keep pushing back. So now your heels are hovering over the floor, and push your heels down. And then we're going to come up to standing. Roll everything up. Take a big breath in and push it out. All right, we are going to come to beginning position. Feet are underneath the hips and slightly out. Toes are forward. Knees are soft. We're going to take a big breath in and stretch through the sides of the body. You have soft bend in the knee. And last set rather. And hold here. We're going to open up. Open the chest, then bring the heart to the sky. And release. Stack the hands. Bring the chin to the chest. And release. We're going to take one leg, wrap it around the other, and push your hip out. Take this arm and reach. Get a little bit deeper stretch. And then come back to the center, switch everything out to the other side. Stand up tall, push the hip out, and reaching up and over. And release. We're going to take the hands, reach behind, clasp them, and open up at the chest. Try not to push the chest forward, but rather pulling your hands behind. Bring those hands up to the bottom of the lower back. Push the elbows back. And then lift up toward the sky. And release. Let's nod the head yes. Bring the head and neck back to the center and nod no. Head and neck back to the center. Take a big breath in, bringing good energy in. Bring the hands together at the top, and always let's thank our bodies for what they've done for us today. Great job, everybody. Make sure that you drink lots of water, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a great rest of your day.